Think of the future and think of it as it comes to be. Think of the future as it grows and as it comes to be. One strike at a time, one strike at this, one strike at that, one strike at this. Think of all the things and all the wonders and all the possibilities and the strikes that do come forth. Think of all the strikes of this and strikes of that, creating a future, creating a path, creating a step, each choice, each step, each strike that takes, each choice that's made. Now think of the choices that lead not to creation, but fall and drop, and fall and drop, and take from creation and existence true. Think of what does take from the future, and takes from the future, and strikes down at the future. Think of all the things and all the ways, the gluttony, the choice to take from the dreams of others, to make of others as they see fit. Think of the lust. All must be of this one. All must follow in this one path. I must have this perfect world. It must be of what they want. That lust and how it strikes down at the wants and dreams of others, at the choices and design of others. As everything starts to share in this singularity of choice. What else is out there? What else exists? They'll never know because all they care about is making everything of a single choice, striking down all other choice, striking down the other side of that choice, which could be just about anything. Now think of the greed, how they take from the future and growth of the world by taking it all. By taking all of the resources and all of this and all of that, or wanting all of this and wanting all of that. Think of how it strikes down at what can be done by others, how it strikes down at what others can succeed, as it strikes down at what other possibilities can exist with proper resource and proper growth. Now think of the wrath. The wrath is so simple in the loss it creates. It's like all the sins, but direct indeed, striking down and striking out, striking at the people and causing them suffering and causing them loss of choice, of time, of whatever they desire and what they do seek. And think of those that walk in slothful paths, never choosing to be of what they want to be, but always choosing to do what they should know is not right. As it strikes down at them, it strikes down at themselves, striking down at everything around them as they do fall. Think of it now and think of it true. Think of the loss that we face from the sins when they come about, and the sins that others do carry and that you do carry perhaps in a chance. And think of what you have destroyed. Think of where your sins have destroyed of so many others inside this world, created of loss and struck down at others. And what did you gain but loss of what could have been? Think of it true and think of the possibilities and all the possibilities that can come to be. When we strike without sin, when we strike without greed, when we strike without gluttony, when we strike to better ourselves in this world and not without taking from the choice of others, when we strike for the freedoms and strike for the rights, when we don't sit in pride, thinking ourselves greater and all else lesser, when we don't consider things in pride, when we see all working together and all as equals, when we don't sit in envy because of our pride and see ourselves as less, when we can sit as equals, as we can stand as equals, as we choose as equals, and all that can be accomplished as we work together as equals, as the world works with equals, and as we all sit upon the same plane in the knowledge that comes to be, the emotion, the empathy, the heart and respect, when all are treated as equals, when you don't stand in pride and drop yourself from and become of envy because of your pride not being met, when you realize you're not greater, because in truth we all are equal. We all do exist, and we all do make choices. But think of the choices now that make of creation. The choices that make of continuance as childs are born, as seeds are sown. Those strikes forward to the future, those strikes to create, those strikes to make futures and dreams come alive, the strikes to share the resources you have, to make dreams come true, to make light and hope shine. And think of the possibilities and all that can come to be. We're not treated in gluttony or the dreams of others, treated as though they do not matter, as though yours is greater or lesser, or theirs is lesser. And think of it as we work together and strike together as equals towards common goals, towards the dreams of each and every one being accomplished, towards the dreams that take not from the world, do not create of loss, are not of sin, but strike forward and are of plenty and prosperity and growth and light, that are of creation, that are of growth, are of self-awareness, not a loss to oneself, but of self-gain and universal gain. When you're not taking of anything or anyone else, when you are striking out and being as you choose to be, as you desire to be, and what is accomplished, when you see that all seek the same thing, they all seek to be of what they choose, what they desire, and want to strike out. And if the resources are shared, look at how they all strike out together, and how all the dreams can come true, all the possibilities of creation that can come to be, like seeds that are sown and children are born. As they grow, they strike. As they grow, they strike. As they grow, they make mistakes. As they grow, they learn and teach and show and lessons and teach to others of what they do know. And think of all the possibilities as it continues to grow. And think of what the sins do take in true. From all that can be and all that can exist. All that can exist in true. And think of where you have taken and lost, created loss of those possibilities. And think of where you have chosen to aid in those possibilities. In yourself and in others. Thank you for your time. Christian J. Clayton of the United Unified Belief.